Hello, and welcome back to me and my channel. How you doing? Today, what am I doing? I'm stocking up plot. I know it's early. In the month, and I know normally people do it later in the month. I like to do it nice and early. So we're stocking up plot, and I'm going to tell you my experiences, and a few little tips while I stock up this lovely plot. Well, we will also be doing some, food. That's the other point of stocking, is getting food items. This is normally the base layout I start off with, is just a little cooking area for when I cook, because I do that all on the same plot. Like my fancy toilet? It's fancy. Also, side note, something that I noticed, these items are new, right? Like, these are redesigns, right? Because I've never noticed this. Like, I knew we had pie, but I'm almost certain it looked different than this. Am I an idiot? I might really just be an idiot. But I'm certain I've never seen this curry before, at least in that format. So, maybe I'm dumb, maybe I'm extremely intelligent. It's one of the two. So before this, I actually spent the time to write down every single thing I needed. I literally, yesterday, I wrote down every single item that I needed to stock up on. You can say I'm insane, but I would just like to say I'm invested. It took so long. I was gonna film this yesterday on the 2nd, but I was like, no. No way, Jose, am I gonna do that with all this writing? I'm exhausted. Ooh. So I wrote down everything I need. Since I already have a large amount of inventory items, I just go through and, like, this large decorated wreath. Okay, maybe a different item. This classic round present, I have 96 of them. I have 97 of them. Fill up of the things I've used. So that way I don't run out when I need it the most. Alright, I like to start in the corner and just work my way down the plot. Let's do trees. Also, one thing I learned. These big trees, they need tickets as well. So if you want to buy the big old trees, tickets are involved, which are just so great, Exactly what I wanted this holiday season. The only ones that aren't are the bare trees. 3, 1. Ow. 2. Also, you may say that this is over excessive. I'd agree with you. I actually 100% agree with you on this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? I also like to box off everything. It's like Git, because I am a psychopath. It just looks incomplete without aligning. Alright, the other types of trees. The Christmas tree, which I'll get the big guys another date. I just don't want to do them right now. I just need 3 of these guys. How pretty! So you're probably asking yourself, why stock up? The reason for it, personally, is so that way it's way easier. Like, have you ever, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Have you ever, you want to do a building hack, but you need a Christmas item? I know, pain in my arse, how is it still colored? I don't know. I personally just like having all the items, so that way I never have to worry ever again about this stuff. I'm a worrier, guys. I'm a worrier. So I worry about all that stuff. So let's do trees. The other types of trees. Need 4 of these babies. Oopsies, where did it go? Where did my snowy organic tree go? This is the essence of stocking. Just stocking up on random things that you will probably never ever use. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun to realize that you will probably never use any of these items, but hey, you have the unnecessary need to fill them, to have them, and you just don't know why? I know. It's a pain. It's just a pain. Don't become like me. Don't feed into this obsession like I do. I just can't get over it. But you want some tips on stocking? You want to know how to be the best stalker? You want to know how to have the stock plot that everybody kind of looks at and it's like, oh my goodness, how in the world did they have that much money? Oh my gosh. This is your tip. First tip, make a time machine. I'm being serious. My first tip would be make a time machine and go back to last year. You do not have to worry about any of the ticketing stuff. because that's a pain in all of our booty. It's just easier if you don't got that, you know? Does anybody actually use these trees? I think I've used them like maybe once in one build. Ooh. Am I going to be doing my whole entire list with you? Probably not. I'm probably going to go for a few minutes and then we'll go and we'll switch over to the food items. But I guess I should give you more tips. Take your time. I recommend like starting early. Start as early as you can. The reason why I recommend this is so that way you don't have to worry, especially if you want to do like a big old stock plot like this. You're going to need the time. If there's a lot of clicking, your hands are going to hurt. They are going to hurt so much. You will kind of wish you could cut off your hands by the end of it because your hands will hurt so much. But I still think it's like a good thing to do, you know? I don't know about you, but I just get the need, like, I need this. What if I need 50 of these snowmen? This is not snowman, this is Santa. 50 of this Santa. I'll never know. Also, is it normal for you to be able to see the thing up here? I'm not used to it being up here when you're building, but I've noticed it. Like, it will, like, if you go into build mode, it should go away, but then it will randomly just pop up again. I don't understand. Another recommendation, which you kind of can't do now, but I would recommend getting like all your money beforehand. I found that just made it less stressful because for me, the first time I ever stocked up on items was last Halloween. So not 2024 Halloween, it was 2023 Halloween. That was the first year, so last year really. I found that I was very stressed because I didn't have the money and I was just like, oh, the starving thing is back. I hate that. You can see it now. But I would stress out and I would be like, I have to go get all the money and I have to go work and I have to get my stocking stuff and it was a lot to handle and it just stressed me out and I didn't have a lot of fun. It's also a lot of work. It's a lot of work to stock. It's also a lot of money. Just a lot of stuff you gotta do. So take your time. Start early. Get the money sooner than later. And I also recommend just watching people stock. I find it fun to watch people who's already from like past years. I don't know. I think it makes it a little easier because I know I'm not the only one who's putting myself through this crap. Also, do you spend more money with this little marking? Yeah, you do, but I can't help it. Also, one thing that I noticed that it is like you have to pay a lot of attention to this, but one thing that I noticed that isn't in this category, but you can save are the pillars. This guy and this guy. Make sure to put this on your stocking list because you can keep these. I know because I have them in my inventory, but they don't have it on the list, so I recommend because those are quite cool. I like having them, even though I don't think I've ever used them on any of my builds. Personally, I like to stock up to have 100 of every item, depending on the item. Some items I find no importance to do, like these window decals. I'm not going to use those. Why would I use those? So like for me, no importance. But I do like to have them just in case. You never know what you will do in the future. And it's always smart to have those. And so, personally, you could do it like if you think you're really going to use the item, add more. Like these illuminated bushes. If you think you're going to add or use a lot of those because that's like your building style. Or maybe you just really like the item. Like for me, my lovely pumpkin jar, whatever in the world this is, I put this in everything. So obviously I have a lot of these because I'm obsessed with these. Find the thing you were obsessed with and add a lot. It all differs. Do whatever makes you what feels right. And also the technique, do whatever you want. Depending on the item, I may do the whole square. If it's like a small item like this coal, normally I'll go onto the second square and add it like this. Just so that way there's a lot there. Why did I do that there? I'm gonna have to put it back in my inventory. But that's just how I do it. I promise you, you'll find a way that makes it easy. Doing it kind of like this, I find easy. Alright, those are all my trees down. I guess we should go over to the food. Let's cook some food up, man. Also, I like to write it all down because I want to make sure I have everything. Let's first off, I think we should get the harder stuff to get. So there are certain Christmas items that are only You cannot get in your fridge, and you cannot get with the espresso machine. You have to come out here and buy them. Pretty sure some are in here. All like the peppermint, hot cocoa, the gingerbread latte. Get that. I'm pretty sure the candy cane as well. I'm not entirely sure. And then most of the other stuff I think is over here. We're getting the boba, so let's look at it. Look at it close up. Wow. It's very pixelated the closer you look at it. How pixelated is your face, girl? How pixelated is my... Oh my. How pixelated is my face? Where in the world is my face? I'm gone! That's great. Oh, I was zoomed in, that's why. Now, the thing about this is that you can only get 21 per a tray. So, personally, I like to do this 5 whole times. The reason why I do a lot of times is because they're single-use items. You only have one. You can't multiply it. I like to do a lot. If you do five times, you should have like around 21. That's not the right math. You should have around 63. So 5 whole times. You have to do this 5 whole times. So I guess we should do a little speedy thingy until I have all 5 trays. I also keep a little track on paper. I do little tallies to make sure I have the right amount because I'm a psycho. Let's do this little speed up. Alright, it's officially time to work on the other food items because that's important. And then I guess in my free time I will actually figure out the stocking, and then maybe one day I'll show you my final product. I wish I had like a photo of the original one I did. It was gorgeous. It truly was magnificent. It was breathtaking. I mean, people would come over to my plot and just stare at it. I remember one time there was these 2 people. I don't know if they were like friends. I don't know if they were into each other, if you get my drift. I don't know if they were maybe siblings. All I know is that they were wearing matching outfits. So assume whatever you want to assume. Yeah, but one of them, I was in the plot all the way over there, and one of them went onto my plot and was just running around the plot, which I don't really care. That doesn't bug me like at all. Because it's at the end of the day, it's just a plot, you know? And I also find it really entertaining to watch him run around. It makes the experience even funner. But they were just running around my plot, and I was just like, they must be shocked by this plot. Because I would be shocked too if I saw it. Like, it was a breathtaking plot, but one of them was running around and the other one just stood next to the stop sign. It was just looking over like, man, she needs to get out of there. We're gonna get in so much trouble. I just thought it was very funny. I was laughing the whole time because it was like a scene out of the movies. The one wanted to get caught and the other one did not want to get caught. Another tip I have regarding these food items is I like to get 20 of them, which is still a lot. It's not a lot. It's not like 100 items, but it's still a lot. It's a good amount to make. But the reason why is because you can like get more than one. Like it is like a small amount if you want to use the actual like full plate, but for me I normally take portions out, and so you get more than just one. You get like 5 depending on the item. So I like to get 20 so that way I have a lot. I have not ran out of any of my Christmas items or any holiday items throughout the year, so I think it's a good amount. I say it's a good amount if you don't run out. I also occasionally give it to people. Like, I've had multiple times where I've built on somebody else's plot, and I'm just like, this needs reindeer pancakes. This needs this. This needs that. And so I'll run over to my plot, and I'll grab a food item from my fridge, limited edition or not, I'll grab it from my fridge, and I'll bring it over, and I'll put it in their build. I don't know if they'll keep it. I don't know if they'll delete it. I actually have no idea, and I don't expect them to, like, pay me back for it. I'm just like, this build needs this. And then for, like, drink items, I normally try to get a lot. I don't know if I, like, pick a certain amount, but I'm thinking of, like, the, ones that you need the espresso machine for. Those ones I just try to get a lot, because, again, drink items are only one. They're not multiple like these little babies. Also, this is a great way to get your skill up for cooking. I'm level 10 because I cook a lot. Honestly, I wouldn't be that mad if they added more levels. Mainly so that way you could get, like, not for, like, more food items, because that would kind of be a pain, but I'm, like, for, like, money and stuff. That would be cool. So every single time you get a skill up, you can get more money. Because I think we all want more money and more purple stuff, you know? Oh, I would also recommend, like, at the most having 6 ovens. Because I'm pretty sure, I'm not certain, but I'm almost sure that, like, the cookies, they can burn if they're in there that, like, too long. Just in case, I wouldn't risk it. I won't risk it for any kind of biscuit. How are you feeling about the ticketing thing? I do think it's definitely better than, well, Halloween. It's a bit easier to get the stuff. So, I'll give them that. I think I'm gonna finish up these guys and then we'll be done. In case you're curious about what the statue looks like. One of the statues. I'm pretty sure you get 3. This is what they look like. Aren't they adorable? I think this is the platinum one or the silver one. I don't really know. All I know is that it's cute. Yeah, I already have it. By day 3. All right, there's my food items. Wow. Oh, yummy. More. Ow, my cat just bit me. And I better be doing this because this would be like 2 hours long if I were to stock the whole entire plot. But you get my little recommendations. You get how I stock, and you get that I board them off. I don't know why I line them off. I just feel like it makes it look so much more organized if they're lined off. Don't ask. Oh, also, if you want to know where, like, I put wall items, I normally put it on the other side of the plot. And then fireplaces, they go in the basement if you have the basement plot. That's where I put them. I hope you enjoyed this video, this day of me stocking. When is this coming out? No idea. But whenever it is, say hi for me. And I will see you another Christmassy day. A Christmassy snowy day. And have fun on your stocking journey. I hope this made this ever so slightly less boring. Or maybe more boring. Who knows? Good luck. I will see you another day. Another Christmassy snowy day. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.